Hi there, my little demons and divas. Bienvenidos. Welcome back to my channel. How's everybody doing? ¿Qué es la que hay? ¿Qué está pasando? It is your girl Isa, aka the Demon Diva. Go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at NYC Demon Diva. Make sure to hit like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get a notification every time I upload because I've been uploading videos every single day. Let's get started. Let's get right into it. I thought Summerslam was great. I hold Summerslam near because they had it here in Brooklyn for so long that it just felt like a tradition. Like Summerslam weekend became such a big thing, like I look forward to it every year. Hold on, I'm sorry. All right. I look forward to it every year. It became like I would do the suites, we would do the pre-parties, the after parties, and not having to travel, of course, it's always a plus for a major pay-per-view. To have a major pay-per-view guaranteed in your city every year, no matter what, even if you don't attend any other pay-per-views, you're getting SummerSlam. And I've witnessed so many moments. SummerSlam is the first pay-per-view I attended with my nephew. Like, I love SummerSlam. And it's like an emotional connection. I know this sounds so extra right now. What I'm trying to say here is when it comes to SummerSlam and the Royal Rumble, I expect a lot. I feel like WrestleMania is like the marketing deck for corporate WWE. It's for the moments, it's for the money, it's for the look at how many tickets we sold, look at how many people watched, look at how many people downloaded the network, investors, look. I feel like the Royal Rumble and SummerSlam and maybe even Money in the Bank is more for us, the hardcore. But WrestleMania, all eyes are on WWE, so they go for more of like what a casual viewer would like, or possibly what can we show on our next investor call? What do we put in here to make the most money? So I feel like SummerSlam is the real fans' WrestleMania, okay? I have my own concept and my own theories in my head. They make sense in my head. I know what I'm saying. Okay. So to start SummerSlam on the pre-show, oh my God, I was not expecting this to happen to me, but it happened. When Renee Young was talking about like saying goodbye, I got really emotional. I was trying to take a video for my Snapchat story, and I didn't even post it because I wasn't expecting to get that emotional about it. But like, Renee Young is such a legend. Like, if you're somebody that just wants to talk wrestling and wrestling coverage, and she just broke so many doors, like so many, because like girls are always like ring announcers or backstage interviewers, but the fact that she got to host the show, she got to be on commentary, she was just the best ever. And people are saying that she's just the second best backstage interviewer they have from me and Jean for it to be a girl. And Renee Young is so likable, and she gave us so many moments that I was not expecting to get that emotional. And it's just funny because that's when you realize how much you really like someone in the roster. I had that realization a lot of times last night, and that one was with Renee Young. I always like Renee Young. I've always spoke very highly of her. Her voice, seeing her on my TV, is always it just brings joy. But like when it got so real, when they were like, okay, and Renee, we just want to thank you, and I was like, ah. So it was like, listen, I wish her the best of luck. I'm happy that it happened, and I'm really glad that her and also Moxley got really good farewell goodbyes because they deserved it. They did a lot. Moxley did a lot. The Shield, he did a lot, and so did she, but especially her, because I don't think that kind of staff or that aspect of the wrestling business gets as much credit as it needs to get, because a backstage interviewer, a commentator, in-ring announcer, an in-ring interviewer, a show, after show or network show host does make a difference. Talking smack is one of my favorite things ever, and I got mad when they announced they were remaking it because I was like, it's not gonna have Renee Young. I don't want to watch it. So thank you, Renee. I was a little sad that they moved Apollo Crews and MVP to the pre-show. I don't know. I felt Apollo Crews and MVP and the tag team title match were the two matches that I was probably the least invested in this card. So I would not mind either one of them being moved to the pre-show. But I'll get into the tag team title match later. The Hurt Business shirts are money. I really like them. I'm glad they're giving them shirts and establishing this faction more, because they are a faction, and And that's awesome. It's good for them. Apollo did retain his United States title. Later on in the evening, we did see a video package with Keith Lee coming to Monday Night Raw. It just makes me wonder if they're going to have him maybe feud with Apollo for a mid-card title. I don't think that would be a bad idea for Keith Lee to get started. But they need to move on from Apollo and MVP. Since Apollo won the United States title, the only person that he's feuded with is MVP, and he just hasn't done anything for his reign as a U.S. champion, and I don't want him to end up in Andrade reign territory where he just really, you really wanted to see them win a championship, but then he doesn't do anything for them, and they just drop it so like it means nothing, you know? The Intercontinental title in SmackDown felt elevated the moment that AJ Styles won it, and I think that you can build Apollo Crews to either become somebody that's strong or become somebody that a big name comes and takes it from him, and it feels like a big deal. And I don't know that Apollo's there yet. You gotta move him and give him a really significant feud. So the pay-per-view opened up, and again, the Thunderdome looks super awesome. Bayley versus Asuka. I love Bayley's gear, the little blue. Like, I thought she looked really good. And as Bayley was coming out, it really hit me that I don't know if I can picture SmackDown with a different women's champion. I feel like Bayley dropping the title will be more hurtful and more of a really building a grudge for an eventual Sasha versus Bayley feud, because Bayley had that title for over a year. If Bayley loses that title and Sasha's the one that costs that to her, you know how much room Bayley has to like be mad, as opposed to Sasha, who kind of won it under questionable circumstances. So I just wish they would have swapped that around. That being said, Asuka and Bayley always have such good chemistry. I loved that the card was shorter, the pay-per-view was shorter, but the fact that we had 3 women's matches, all with real storylines built, bravo. Sasha did assist, cause a little distraction, and assisted and helped Bayley retain her SmackDown Women's Championship. So the reign continues. I think she's up to like 317 days. Like, that's mind-blowing to me. After that, we did get the tag team title matches. I really didn't care for this match. Street Profits are so talented. I know that I spoke about how amazing the Thunderdome looked. I don't know that the effect of the red Solo cups flying down was what they wanted it to be, but listen, A for effort. Kevin Owens was on commentary for this, and I gotta say, Kevin Owens played off the Thunderdome so nicely. He came out and he was pointing out people on the screen. He's like, oh, look at my friend. Oh, look at that guy in the AJ Styles shirt. And when he said that on commentary, he said something like, oh, I think my wife is in there somewhere. It was really cool. And I did think that it made a difference. I could see that the wrestlers really like being able to look around and see the fans again. And when you're on a business that the crowd plays such a big deal to your character, and you're used to performing in front of so many people, it has to feel good. Like, you have to miss them, and it has to feel good to see them try to bring you that feeling back. I wonder if they can hear the piping noise, or if the wrestlers can hear the Thunderdome in there just for the reaction aspect of it, because I feel like that will build them up. Like I said, I wasn't invested in this match, but I did think that the right team won. I feel like Andrade and Garza just lose too much. They haven't have a big push for me to say, oh my God, they're intimidating. Like, I felt like they did a better job with Cesaro and Shinsuke on SmackDown, building them up to where when they won the titles. You knew they were going to win it. They were believable. But are you going to split them or not? Because in my opinion, they don't win. So why are they still together, you know? And Selena is over here poisoning people to help them out, but she's still managing a team of losers. Next up, we have Mandy versus Sonia Deville. Again, I gave so many props to Sonia for being on SmackDown on Friday, and I gotta give her props again tonight. She showed up. Mandy kind of no-sold the punches a little bit, and I didn't like Mandy in the ring, but I appreciated the storyline, the way that they built it, and I understand that Sonia's going through some personal things right now, so it makes sense why they changed the stipulation, and I don't think anybody needs to say anything about it. I just hope that she comes back soon, and I hope that we never have to see Mandy dance with Otis again. After that, we had Dominik and Seth, and bravo! Like, the match had a lot of bells and whistles to kind of cover up some of the facts, because, you know, it was Dominik's debut, but he took it like a man. He took that beating like a man. I didn't think he should win, so I actually, who had the better debut, him or Pat McAfee? And I said it on my NXT review. I said, wait until Dominik shows up and impresses everybody too. He did a good job. I'm just tired of Rey Mysterio always being involved. Like, you're never gonna let him grow into his own superstardom if you keep involving that. Like, it's established that he's the son of Rey Mysterio. We all know it. I love Seth. Seth was very, very, very sadistic in this match. He is getting that heel heat. I wonder what huge baby face he's getting ready to face. It's probably Keith Lee. I'm gonna manifest it out there just in case it happened. Keith Lee's first feud is gonna be Seth. Because the way that they're building him to be so mean, you gotta bring a big time baby face to face him. So yeah, Seth was great, and I love his gear, kind of making fun of Rey Mysterio's old gear. Next up, we have Sasha and Asuka, and I was mad. And just like, I don't know if it's like an inside joke, this whole Sasha Banks cannot defend a championship successfully. Like, what is up with that? But I get it. You're building towards Sasha and Bayley storyline, and they did announce that they're going to be defending the tag team titles. I was too mad about Sasha losing to even care about that, but they did plant the seed that at Payback they have to defend their tag team titles. We don't even know against who, but they have to defend them. So let's see what happens there. But Asuka won, so Asuka walked out with one belt, and Sasha one belt. And I love that they put the title matches one and then the other. It felt very UFC-ish style booking, and because the pay-per-view was shorter, you can't do that. When you have this 6-7 hours pay-per-view, you kind of have to put a sleeper match before your main event to give people a chance to get up, stretch, blah, blah, blah. But I love, it felt very double main eventish. Next up, we had the WWE Championship match between Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton. I apologize for the voiceover, but my recording, I don't know what happened. Anyways, I wanted to say that I felt this match was physical, wrestling-wise. I felt it was the best in the card. But you expect that from Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton. I expected it to be hard-hitting. I expected it to be this good. I actually thought for a second that they were going to pull the double count-out finish and not have a winner, because they were just going at it so hard. And I was just really happy with the match. Not the outcome. For the WWE Championship match, a match that was so amazing between these two guys, I would have rather gone with, I wanted like a DQ or double count out finish and get out maybe a rematch at Payback. I don't know. But looking at it from a different perspective, it does so much for Drew McIntyre's title reign. Like, you want to solidify him. He beat Brock. Now he beat Randy, the biggest heel in the business. I just think that right now Randy is a bigger draw. So why didn't you want to put the belt on him? I don't know. But Randy tends to elevate champions a lot. Last SummerSlam, he was in a very interesting feud with Kofi Kingston, and Kofi won. So, And last but not least, we had the main event. And before I get to the best part of the main event, I do gotta say that The Fiend and Braun Strowman had a really good, hard-hitting match that I didn't like how they announced the no fall counts everywhere on Talking Smack. I get it. It does make people want to tune into Talking Smack because some of us even missed the announcement. But at the same time, it's like, I wish that could have been added up. I wish that could have been said on the show and then you go into a prepare, because I feel like, oh, really? Not everybody watches Talking Smack. A lot of people didn't even know that it was back. But yeah, they had a really good match. That fucking neck breaker move that The Fiend does, oof, every single time I feel like it looks like he's killing someone. I got very afraid when Braun grabbed the toolbox. It gave me very bad flashbacks of Hell in a Cell, Seth Rollins. And The Fiend won. But of course, the highlight of the night was Roman Reigns coming out after The Fiend won, laying out everybody. Everybody's wondering, is he a heel? Is he a face? I've always seen Roman Reigns as this kind of badass that you can't really define what he is, but a lot of people think that now, or are seeing him as a heel now. I think that Roman Reigns is just a badass. There's no heel or baby face, because I feel like depending on the situation, he's played both in the past. So I don't know, but if he's a heel, like, change his music. Don't give him that weird vest, because he is jacked. And that new shirt is awesome. Already ordered. I did not see it coming, WWE. I did not see it coming. Props to you. I was not expecting Roman to be back yet. They did a good job, but Roman Reigns returning will be a moment that I will talk about for a long time. And you guys know how much I love Roman Reigns, so it was just amazing. My notifications blew up on Twitter from all of you tweeting me because you know I was losing my shit, and I was. But yeah, I'm not disappointed with SummerSlam. I love that there was 3 women's matches, like I said, with storylines. I love that we're planting the seed for Sasha and Bayley. I hope that some of the stories do wrap up. I do think that some of them will continue. But overall, it made me want to tune into Raw tonight. Definitely made me want to tune into SmackDown on Friday. And that's ultimately what the pay-per-views should do. So yeah, that's my overall thoughts on SummerSlam, you guys. What did you guys think? Did you like SummerSlam? What was your favorite match? What was your favorite moment? And just let me know in the comments below. Are you looking forward to Raw tonight? Who do you think Keith Lee is going to feud with? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, guys. Adios. Mwah.
Yeah, demon diva, quite the screamer. Cursing, tease ya, hurting, please ya. Spot her out in any of y'all arena. Break the meter, get way too excited, watch her boot up. If the lady good, she